and welcome back to the channel. For those just joining, I'm Nick, a licensed therapist working in the UK. I create videos about psychoeducation and counselling techniques to help you and others. Today, we're diving into a concept I call the toxic tank, to understand why people stay in situations that are bad for them. Have you ever wondered why people stay in jobs they hate, or relationships that they no longer love? Or other situations that make them unhappy? It's like they're stuck. Even though they know it's not good for them, they stay. Let's explore this using the analogy of a fish tank. Now, I'd like you to imagine a fish tank with crystal clear water. A happy, healthy fish swims around, eats normally, and thrives. It's all good, everything's great. Now, imagine the tank starts to get dirty. Algae begins to grow, the water becomes murky, and the gravel gets messy. Over time, the fish becomes sluggish, loses its appetite, and generally looks unwell. Not really a surprise, right? The tank is toxic. Now, what happens if we take the fish out of the toxic tank and put it into a clean, sparkling one? The fish starts to recover, becomes more active, and regains its health. Great. But then, let's imagine we put the fish back into the original dirty tank. Well, what's going to happen? It's going to get sick again. Seems obvious, right? Even though it's recovered in the clean tank, the toxic environment is still there. Now, this is the core of the toxic tank concept. Try saying that 3 times in a row. If you're in a situation, whether it's work, home, relationships that feel toxic, it's going to affect you. Maybe it's poor management at work, long hours, lack of downtime, poor communication, whatever the reason. It's no wonder you start to feel unwell. You can lose motivation and stop doing things that you enjoy. Now let's say you take some time off from work. You start to feel better, more relaxed, you feel recovered. But what if you go back? Well, the situation hasn't changed. So, just like the fish, you'll likely start to feel sick again. That's the toxic tank in action. Returning to the same unhealthy environment will likely lead to the same negative consequences. If any of you played Far Cry, you know that famous saying? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Now, this may seem very black and white, and kind of is. If your job's making you sick, you think you have to leave. And that might be true. But sometimes time away can give you the space to reassess, to look at your priorities. Sometimes having that headspace away from work is just enough. Maybe you realise you need a better work-life balance, more breaks or improved communication. If it's a relationship, maybe you consider couples counselling. The goal is to start cleaning the tank. But what if other people are making the tank dirty? A partner who won't listen, a boss who won't make changes. How much is in your control? This is where we can turn to some ancient wisdom from the Stoics and think to focus on what we can control. Focus on the part of the tank you can keep clean. That can mean prioritizing your self-care, hobbies, healthy eating, exercise, seeking support from friends, family, or even a professional. What if that's not enough? What if you're doing all the right things and you're still feeling sick? Well, maybe it's time to seriously consider your options. Is it worth staying in this tank? We hear a lot about resilience these days, and it's absolutely important. But even the most resilient person has their limits. Sometimes it's not about building resilience. It's about recognizing a toxic situation and understanding that no one could thrive in this environment. Now, obviously this exercise is much easier said than done. It's often complicated, but that doesn't mean it's not useful. Think about your own tank. Are you keeping it clean? Are others making it dirty? What happens when you take a break and then go back? Is it a matter of resilience, or is the stress simply too much? These are big questions, and you don't have to go through them alone. Professional support, or even talking to friends and family, can be invaluable in exploring them without judgment. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. No pressure though. The important thing is you're getting something out of these videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Thanks again, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye-bye.